Hi everybody, my name is Paula and I'd like to welcome you to my Real Polish Fanatic little corner of YouTube. Thank you so much for stopping by and spending some of your day with me. I do appreciate you being here. Today I have some mystery prototypes from LynB Designs to share with you. In my June order that I placed with LynB, I ordered 6 of her mystery prototypes and I've had them for a while. They've been sitting here waiting patiently for their turn to get a video done, and tonight is that night. So I have 6 of them. I don't know if they are going to be available again when she has her next new launch. She usually does a launch every month. One thing I love about LynB Designs, you can find her, by the way, at lynbdesigns.store. One thing I love about her is every month she does a new collection. She offers a new collection, and during the opening weekend of her launch, she has a 50% off coupon for almost everything in her store. Things like charity polishes and different collabs, things like that might not be included in that sale, but almost everything in her store is 50% off, and you just can't beat those prices for indie polishes. And if you're not familiar with LynB Designs, they're not like watered down, run-of-the-mill, plain old, nail polishes. They're beautiful. They're sparkly and shiny and flaky and all that good stuff. So I love shopping her sale weekends. I don't think she had a launch in July maybe because of PBE that just happened this past weekend. Maybe she went to that and so she didn't have a launch, or maybe I just missed it. But anyway, she'll be having one in August. I feel like she usually has her launches like the second weekend of the month. Don't hold me to that though. I'm not sure when her next launch is, but I do know she's gonna be having one in August, and I will probably be checking it out because, like I said, $6.50 for an indie polish is just unheard of, really. These prototypes were only $6 each, so I don't know how anybody passes up that deal. But like I said, you can find her at lynbdesigns.store. I will link that in the description of this video. She has a Facebook fan group called LynB Loves. I will also link that. So let's go ahead and turn the camera around and take a look at these 6 mystery protos that I got in June from LynB Designs. All right, like I said, 6 mystery prototypes from LynB Designs. I have them here on a swatch wheel. I have them painted over black. So let's just dive in and take a look at these. So first up, we have this rather prugly polish. It's sort of butterscotchy colored, kind of caramelly colored. Looks like it has a blue to green shimmer in there. I don't have any official descriptions or anything, of course. These were mystery prototypes, so you did not know what you would be getting. But I have that one here on the swatch wheel, and I have it here in 1 coat. This is 2 coats. This is 3 coats with a matte top coat. That is looking pretty color accurate there too. So it's sort of brownish, it's sort of greenish, it's sort of, I don't know, it's definitely an odd color, but I am not hating it. I'm kind of liking it. And it looks like the shimmer may also go kind of purple. Looks maybe like purple or pink to blue to green, something like that. Let's go in. We're going to put on a 3rd coat of mystery prototype number 1. Formulas are excellent. As always, her brushes are nice, wide, rounded paddle brushes. Love that. So here we have this mystery prototype in 1 coat. This is 3 coats, 3 coats with a matte top coat. Kind of loving that with the matte top coat too. Look at how sparkly that is. I feel like my camera's not wanting to focus tonight for some reason. But that does look quite color accurate. So it's a very odd color, not one I feel like I have seen before. It's almost like olivey green, but then yellow and that green shimmer. Very, very, very interesting color. And these are all gonna say the same thing, but this one is a prototype in 1 coat, 3 coats, 3 coats matte from LynB Designs. And that one over black is right here. This is just one coat on the black swatch wheel with a glossy top coat, and that leaves behind all this kind of emerald shimmer, but there's kind of like a coating of sort of like that yellowish golden color that the polish has. Very, very fun. There it is, 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black. I'm not hating it. I don't think I would have picked it, but I'm not hating it. Up next, from my mystery prototypes from LynB, is this pretty purple, and I see some purple and blue and pink and green kind of flakes. Very, very fun. Again, it just says prototype on it. And that one on the swatch wheel, this is it in 1 coat. This is 2 coats and 3 coats with a matte top coat. I'm really kind of loving this one, especially with that matte top coat. Those flakes just really pop out. It is so, so fun. So it's kind of pink, it's kind of purple, kind of blue with that purple background. Very nice. Let's go in and put on a 3rd coat. Purple is my favorite, in case you have not been here before. I love a purple polish. And it looks like I've got 3 of them in this order, so gotta be happy about that. So here is that prototype. We have it in 1 coat, 3 coats, 3 coats matte. Loving that. Love it matte. Love it glossy. Love those flakes in there. A very, very deep, it's either a black base or a very, very dark purple base. And then all those beautiful flakes. And that one on the swatch, on the black swatch wheel, is this one right here. And again, that just leaves all those flakes behind. Mainly purpley pink is what I'm seeing under these lights this late at night. There it is, 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black. The black does have a glossy top coat. And then up next in my mystery prototypes from LynB is this beautiful purple. This one looks like it has sort of a silvery shimmer. Let me just see if this one was magnetic. No, I don't think any of these were magnetic. So just a beautiful purple with kind of a silvery shimmer, it looks like. And then I'm seeing these little itty bitty, super micro twinkles coming through. Red and pink, very pretty. Again, just says prototype on it. And that one on the swatch wheel is right here in 1 coat. This is 2 coats, 3 coats matte. Loving that. Love it with the matte top coat. Put on a 3rd coat here for you. I think 2 coats would be enough for this one. Yeah, those little bitty baby, tiny, tiny red sparks coming through there. So pretty. So here's that now in 1 coat, 3 coats, and 3 coats matte. Love, 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 love. So, so pretty. And that one over black is right here. I think it's quite similar, whether it's 1 coat over the black or the 3 coats on its own. Let's see. Yep, very similar. 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black. And again, just the prototype from LynB. In my last purple polish, this has got this beautiful shifting shimmer. It's sort of greenish, gold, pink, purple. Down here off to the very edge, I'm seeing like blue and green. So, so pretty. Loving that shifting shimmer in this one. And here that is on the swatch wheel. We have it here in 1 coat, 2 coats, 3 coats matte. I don't know if you're seeing the shifts. I'm seeing quite a bit of shifts, even just under these LED lights. Put on a 3rd coat. So here that is now, 1 coat, 3 coats, 3 coats matte. Loving the shimmer in this one. It's very shifty in person. I don't think that's coming across on the camera, but very, very shifty. Kind of a couple different shades of purple and pink. Oh, very, very pretty. Love this one. And this is a prototype. And then we go to a blue, first of 2 blues. This one is sort of like it's kind of a bright navy in the bottle. If we look at this little swatch ring, it's looking actually quite green with like blue shimmer maybe. That might be what it is. Here it is on the swatch wheel. Yeah, it is. Maybe it is sort of like a teal and then some blue shimmer, but here it is in 1 coat, 2 coats, 3 coats matte. Loving that. That looks pretty color accurate right there. Very, very nice. And we'll go in here and put on a 3rd coat. That adds in more of the blue shimmer. Covers up a little bit more of, it must be a green base. And then that blue shimmer. This one also is kind of an unusual color. It's very pretty. Here that is in 1 coat, 3 coats, 3 coats matte. Kind of loving that one too. Very, very fun. Love it with that matte top coat. It's so smooth and velvety looking. Love. And my last mystery prototype, oh, I will give you a bottle shot. I don't know if she makes multiples of her prototypes or if it's kind of one and done. I don't really know a whole lot about them. I just saw that they were available, so I bought a few. Last up is this kind of blue, sapphire-y blue shimmer. I'm seeing a shift of kind of purple. There might be a purple shimmer in there. And again, just prototype. Oh, I haven't been showing these over black either. I'll go back and do that. But here is this last one. Here it is in 1 coat, quite sheer in that 1st coat. Here it is in 2, 3 coats with a matte top coat. I think that might be closer, all black under. 1 coat, 2 coats, 3 coats matte. Love that. All of these are so smooth and so nice formula-wise. So this is sort of like a grayed base, and then it has that kind of sapphire-y blue shimmer. I think that's what this is. So pretty. Loving this one too. Here that is in 1 coat, 3 coats, and 3 coats matte. I love that kind of grayed base and then that sapphire blue shimmer. So, so pretty. Very, very nice. And that one also, just a prototype from LynB. Over black we showed you up to that first purple or the 2nd purple. We had the flaky purple and then we had the one that looked almost the same. And then the next one was that one with the pretty shifting shimmer. Look what that does over black. That leaves this kind of pinky, golden, bronzy, brownish, so many colors in there. That is so pretty over the darker color. There it is, 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black. And then that first blue, that was kind of a green base with the blue shimmer. That one just leaves this very bright blue, kind of again sapphire-y shimmer behind. That is this one, 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black. And then the last blue that we looked at, which was kind of that gray blue, that's this one right here. Also leaves kind of a sapphire-y shimmer behind, a little bit more sparse in the shimmer than this one next to it. You can see a little bit more of the black between the shimmer bits on this one than the one right next to it. But there it is, 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black. So these were the polishes I got as mysteries. We had this kind of a pruggly, kind of olivey, golden, green, crazy one. There it is in 1 coat. 3 coats glossy, 3 coats matte. And then we went to the first purple flaky with those pink flakes and different colored flakes. There that one is in 1 coat. Here it is in 3 that has that very dark, either a black base or a very, very dark purple. But there it is in 3 coats, and then 3 coats matte. Loving that. You can really see the flakes a little better there. And then the next purpley pink is this one here. This is just 1 coat. This could be a 1 coater. That is very opaque and very smooth and nice in just 1 coat. Here it is in 3. I think 3 is definitely overkill. This would be a 1 or 2 coater for sure. Here it is 3 coats with a matte top coat. And then that purple with the shifting shimmer. Love this. There it is just in 1 coat. And again, that's very opaque and very so nice and smooth and just so pretty in 1 coat. But it really deepens up here and adds in even more of that shifting shimmer when we get up to 3 coats here. And then 3 coats matte. And then that green, kind of greenish tealy base with the blue shimmer. Here's that one in 1 coat. Here it is in 3. That's really built up very nicely. Loving that one. And then 3 coats matte. And then the grade blue. Here it is just in 1 coat. Look at how much that built up between 1 and 3 coats. Very, very different. There it is in 3 coats and then 3 coats matte. So here are my 6 mystery prototypes I got from LynB Designs. I ordered these in the middle of June, so I don't think they are available right now. I don't know if she'll have more, like I said, when she does her next launch. I think her store is probably open all the time, but only that one weekend when she has a new launch does she do that 50% off coupon. So I would suggest waiting for that day if you're gonna order. But these are so pretty, and I don't know if she'll have any more prototypes when she does her next launch in August or not, but these are gorgeous. Love them. Let's go and turn the camera around and we'll finish this up. All right, so that was part of my LynB Designs. I did order other polishes, but maybe I'll show those another day. I just wanted to show these mystery prototypes to you tonight, but here they are. So, so pretty. We had that prugly kind of olivey, greeny, yellow color, and then the 3 purples, so gorgeous. This last one with the shifting shimmer, love. And then the 2 kind of blues, one kind of green blue and one kind of grade blue. Love those. Well, that is all I have for you tonight, so I want to thank you so much for stopping in and spending some of your day with me. I really do appreciate you being here. I would love to hear from you in the comments, whatever is on your mind. Love to chat with you down there. But that is all I have for you tonight. So I do hope you enjoyed this video, and I am just going to say goodbye for now.